GM, everyone. Welcome back to Noun O'Clock LITE at the Noun Square. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We've got Cardno behind the clock today because my internet is liable to cut out at any minute. We've got about 2 minutes left on this auction for Noun 694. This Fox Noun that we FOMO'd yesterday, currently going for 25.5 ETH, roundabout average, to a wallet that doesn't have a noun in it yet, 0x5DB4. They've still got 7 ETH left in their wallet, so we might see a little bit more bidding action, but I'm not sure. We'll see. If you want to follow along with the end of the auction with us, all you have to do is go to nomo.wtf. That is NOMO.WTF to be able to follow along with the end of the auction and play janky FOMO with us. How are y'all doing today?
Doing well. Doing very well after it.
Oh no, I can't seem to hear anyone.
Oh, he's
I might have to leave and come back because I can hear no one. So talk amongst yourselves and I'm going to restart Twitter.
Sounds great.
Happy days. Yeah, how's things in, Bill? I take it you can hear me.
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, happy days. Yeah, I was just saying I've had a good day. Chill day with the fam. Sitting back now, just in the house, just on the sofa, feet up, so
Yeah.
all good. Yourself?
I'm having a day to myself as well. House is clear. It's, dogs have been walked. And I was watching Match Point, which is another UK film.
I don't think I've seen it, but maybe I've...
Yeah, we got 30 seconds left on this auction here. But
she's coming back, so there's a speaker.
Yeah, it's set in London, a modern film about a tennis pro.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
hey, RFG.
I can hear you now.
It's a Christmas miracle in April. And the auction is over. Perfect timing.
Yes. Builder.
We do like a builder.
So, what are the nouns that we're looking for on... What are we looking for today? Because we've got a few unminted heads, but are we looking specifically for the unminted heads?
I think we might be running a contest, so we might want to hang on to those for the coming week. But if chocolate pops up or cherry, I think we should snag those.
Yeah, I'm a fan of those.
Yeah, we could just change the contest to like the last 4 anyway if we get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Final Five sounds so much better.
The Fantastic Four as well. Or...
well, yeah, there is that.
We'll see. Nice little figure.
Reed Richards is a horrible character, but I like the rest of them. Sorry, I have opinions about comics because, of course, I do.
Yeah.
Color bars. I have to tell you, the accessory has to be just right. If we're actually choosing, Papal Orca doesn't do it for me.
Is that a My Hero Academia character? No, that's Gang Orca. Never mind. Oh, this is nice. Good. I'm sorry. I have to get this. This is too good.
Yeah, it is nice.
That is a gorgeous noun. We got it.
Ta-da.
All right. It is time for Nomo. So, once again, if you are not already there, go to nomo.wtf. That is NOMO.WTF to play Nomo nouns with us. You're going to see a whole bunch of nouns on the screen, some of which we saw while playing Janky FOMO. And you are going to pick your favorite, choose your character, and spam click that noun with all your might in about 30 seconds until there is just one left. Half of them are eliminated every 10 seconds. That shark is beautiful.
Yeah, but I like the croc better, I think.
Very nice.
Which are you going for? The croc? Oh, yeah, the headless croc?
Yeah.
Or necklace, I guess.
The rubber duck's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well. Some nice ones. There's some nice ones.
I'm going for the shark. I'm sorry. I got it. Also, make sure your wallet is connected or your clicks will not be counted.
click on that one. The rubber duck, I'm going to save that for now. Let's have a look.
Can we get a shark if Joshua Fisher is not here?
Yeah.
Are we allowed?
He owes us some shark token if we get the shark.
That'll be the Nomo draw for this one. Is a whole bunch of shark tokens.
That wouldn't be bad. I don't know that there's any in the Nomo wallet, but
I don't think we have any shark tokens in the Nomo wallet, but like I can fix that.
We can make it happen.
All right, down to the final two, final round. This gradient shark versus the necklace crocodile. Fight! Two of my favorite
That's the croc
animals.
that taught you to swim.
I learned how to swim by swimming away from sharks, but
There
I've been saved by sharks from dolphins, so I am very happy with this. This is a fantastic Nomo. I think we did good today.
Pretty good combo.
No, we did.
I like the noggles on the DNA. It's a nice contrasting from the colors that are in it, and the decayed pride is pretty rad.
Yeah,
that's a very nice noun, isn't it?
it's gorgeous. I'm really happy with that. I didn't only pick it because it had one of the pride accessories. I promise. That was a factor, but it wasn't the only reason.
I want to encourage everyone to retweet the room. We're probably going to have an ultra light day today, unless we get into something in deeper conversation. But you can win 0.069 ETH just by retweeting the room.
Which, the way ETH was pumping recently, is a pretty significant chunk of change.
Always better odds. Always good odds on the weekend.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, ETH just crashed a little bit today, right as I said that. It's higher now than it was 5 days ago. All right.
I refuse to sell RetroPay when it's below what I got, at the point at which I got paid. So I'll be hanging on to it for a little bit yet.
I usually sell like immediately, but this is also my full-time job.
Yeah.
So it's I want to hold on to it until like ETH goes a little bit higher sometimes, and then I realize that I have to do, unfortunately, we're still at the point where we have to do certain like IRL things, like eat, pay rent, things like little things.
Yeah. I'm ETH and red beans and rice. I'll hang on to it as long as I can. Graphicography is going to hop in the Discord and do another tutorial. If anyone's on multiple devices, you can hop into our Discord. I'll pin it up top.
Unfortunately, I'm on just the one device today.
Yeah,
I'm loath to jump on Discord when I'm hosting.
We need to figure out how to restream this to Twitter or I should just put this up on the TNS Twitch. I can do that right now.
There you go.
I could. I can't do it right now because I don't have OBS set up, but I could do that like tomorrow. I might want to do that.
I was wondering too if we can have like daylight be personal to people in say the gated, like the Nomo zone. Do you think that would be possible? I'm going to reach out to them and see.
The way that we're setting this up is that's sort of how it works by default. The way that we're setting this up is we're getting each of the Nomo holders once Nomo is closed. So like once you can't mint the Nomo anymore, we're extracting all the wallet addresses and getting and we're basically whitelisting them for the POAP through POAP.delivery or delivery.poap, whatever it is. And what that does is it generates a custom URL. So you'll be able to go to like delivery.poap.something or delivery.poap.xyz/TNS 695. And you'll be able to mint the POAP that way. So we could post that link in the Discord, or we can encourage people to go to Daylight and just they'll find it there, and we don't have to like publish it out to people. But we can do both.
That's cool.
It's just going to be easier if you go through Daylight, because then you don't have to search back through like a channel. And also it lets you know only the ones that you are eligible for. So if we want to create some Nomo FOMO, then yeah, we can have a channel and just post all the links there and have a bunch of people clicking on them and going, wait, I have a Nomo, but it wouldn't let me mint. Well, you don't have this Nomo. So, but otherwise we'd have to set up like mint links and individual channels, and it'd be more effort than it's worth.
Right.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want to set up 7 Guild XYZ channels a week.
Why not?
Because I would be suffering, Ben would be suffering, and Guild would probably be mad at us.
Yeah.
Because we'd have to set up. The thing is, we'd have to pick the individual wallet addresses out anyway. Which, okay, can we talk about this for a second? I brought this idea up to Ben. So for anybody who doesn't know, Ben Body is our primary POAP contact. I make the POAPs. Like I generate them, but Ben handles all the art. He handles like when I'm having trouble, I just tell him, and then he deals with the POAP team. What I do with the POAPs is I just give them out and I make them in advance. But like the links get sent to his email, and so he's the one who has to set up this POAP delivery thing because it has to go through his account.
Right.
And so we were talking about it. And I was like, yeah, this is the idea. It would let people get the POAP if they missed it by minting the Nomo. So best of both worlds. More, people might be able to, get POAPs that they really wanted. They'll also be, it's more encouragement to get Nomos, which is always good. And so I told him about all of this. And he was like, yeah, I'm working. And he was like, cool, I'll start working on a script for grabbing the holders list, so that we don't have to do it manually. And I was like, cool. That sounds cool. And then literally 2 days later, and I'm looking at Discord right now, he says, accidentally made it into a web app ready to go for early next week.
Yeah.
Just like, only you, Ben Body.
Well, this kind of goes back to earlier conversations we had about ChatGPT and its ability to write code. If you're aware of code and you're utilizing that to even get the broad strokes to then go back in and refine it, like
that's what I do.
Yeah, it's definitely
super
turning
useful.
it out in a timely fashion.
Yeah. It's fantastic. That's what I did was, that's why I make it takes me about 10 minutes to make 2 weeks worth of POAPs, because I just got ChatGPT to write the bulk of a script to format, and people who have access to the POAP info will know about this, but I format all of the POAPs for like 2 weeks. So in case I'm not here, and somebody else can, like Cardno or Symbiotech can give the POAP to all of you. And I just wrote a script that writes that for me, and then I can just Mad Lib the POAP form. So I just copy paste for 10 minutes and I'm done.
Nice.
But yeah, and then I can just copy that whole thing into the Discord and everybody has access to it. But,
super useful.
Yeah, so it's quick, but I basically told ChatGPT, like, this is what I want, and then just went back and like manually edited the formatting a little bit. It definitely doesn't work if you don't know anything at all about coding. I mean, this was in JavaScript, so it was barely coding, but it doesn't really work that well. You need to have some basic concept of syntax and like what goes where. But if you don't, pro tip, ask ChatGPT to generate code for you and then put the code back into it and ask it to comment the code for you. And it will literally tell you what every little piece of it does. And it's great.
Yeah.
How did we used to do this before? When you have to actually work.
Yeah, well, before we used Google. I'm really, so I took AP Computer Science and was making iOS applications in high school, because I'm baby, and we had our iOS. This was back when it was Objective C before they started using Swift. But for our for our first semester final, we had an open internet final. So we could just Google anything that we wanted, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool. This professor understands how coding works. Doesn't expect us to know this stuff. We could just Google whatever we needed. It was great. Speaking of POAPs and Nomo, so we have this great shark Nomo that you can mint if you go to nomo.wtf, although I might hold off a little bit because gas is absurd at the moment. But why should someone go back when gas isn't absurd and mint this Nomo? Anybody want to take a stab at this?
Well, Nomo helps us support TNS to be more sustainable and not go back to the treasury of the main DAO. It also is a token gate for the Nomo zone, which currently just has Symbiotalk, which is current mints that are happening, going on, stuff that I see basically on the timeline because I hardly ever leave Twitter. You know, it ingratiates you to the crew here because we love Nomo minters, and we love them so much so that we'd give away an extra token from the Nomo wallet on any given day after the Nomo mint. So if you mint today, you'll be enrolled to potentially win another token tomorrow.
10 out of 10.
Thanks.
On a related note, I'm going to draw that from yesterday's right now.
Thanks.
And oh boy, that's a lot.
Of Nomos?
Yeah. Okay, let's pick a random one here. No, I'm not giving it to you, Toady.
Yeah, he gets the day off. He doesn't get the Nomo win.
Yeah, no, even if he's here. All right. I have a winner, and the winner of the Nomo draw for today is stripymofo.eth.
Awesome.
Very own
Congratulations.
Ben Jarman.
Isn't
Gonna
that
make a note of that.
I'm trying to think of that name. I've seen that name on my timeline. Is that somebody who holds like a noun, or is it somebody who's like named?
Yeah. He's the zebra noun.
Yeah, like that's one of the ones we were speaking about yesterday. That's like named their name with that new naming service, isn't it? With that digital oils to it. Yeah, pretty cool.
He's the other Australian Ben.
That's funny.
Which gets confusing.
I know, I'm trying to get Psych on the show from the Dead Fellas, and I was using Australia as a sweetener, saying we can have an all Aussie day with all the Aussies that we have that frequent the show or participate in TNS in general.
I think that'd be fun. I haven't talked to Psych in months.
Yeah.
I'd love to have him on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's get everyone on. Yeah, we get Boney on, Garmy, get them all up.
Yeah. I use
speaking
Ben
Speaking of getting speaking again, people, Akfa has joined us on stage. Good to see you, dude.
Hello, Akfa.
GM, how are you?
All good, man.
GM.
All good, and you?
Tired and hungry, but besides that, because I was going to get food before the show, and then I didn't have time because it was raining.
It's a beautiful day here in Brazil. Lots of sun, but I'm still like sleeping the whole day after partying, so not enjoying it actually. Shitty.
Still recovering?
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I need absolutely some vacation. I've been grinding in the crypto space for like 1.5 years. I need to stop, I'm starting to get crazy.
You're starting to. That you definitely aren't there yet. Totally.
Yeah, I mean, not in public, right? It's complicated. We need to find a balance, but sometimes you just cannot stop. You need to keep the ball rolling because otherwise everything will just like fall.
You need to keep that momentum.
Yeah, I mean, I have my event in Brazil in 1 week, so the Bitcoin Pizza Day event. And I will see if I can take some days later because otherwise it would just get completely insane.
Please take some time off because you literally, like, for anybody who doesn't follow the stuff that Akfa does, one, you should. Two, you don't stop ever.
Yes.
Which truth be told is frightening sometimes.
Yeah, I've been grinding a bit. I mean, I have lots of fun, when I go to events, but staying couches every single time, it's tiresome.
Yeah, no, definitely. Absolutely.
But it's worth. I mean, it's the way I have to pay for my trip, so I really don't regret staying in other people's places. At the end, it's lots of fun and finding many friends. I mean, meeting people like here in real life is just awesome. And I always say to everyone, if you can take, some money to travel to crypto events, that's the best thing you're going to do because you're going to meet incredible people and make some very valuable connections. So worth a lot.
Yeah, 100%. I lucked out last year for NFT NYC because I was living there.
Yeah.
And this year I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to be able to make it back, but I'm so glad I did.
Yeah,
because we got to meet you. We got to meet. There was Jake there, XOAO, Toady.
Yeah,
I got to meet the guy that I've been co-hosting shows with for a year.
Yeah, absolutely. It was so cool, to be honest. I was so happy to be able to make it to New York City. It was incredible. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome to meet you there. Yeah. I feel bad about talking about it at this point because it was 2 weeks ago and we're still giving Cardno FOMO.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Yes.
Is what it is. So I'm glad you all enjoyed.
Cardno, I will miss the next crypto event you go to just so that you can rub it in my face.
No, it's all good. It's great. It was great to see everybody out there, meeting up and just enjoying. It was just, it was better. It was better that I knew people out there than didn't. If that makes sense, it was just good to see all the good stuff. Yeah, it was really cool.
Next time, if you can't come, we'll. My friends actually did this. The first TwitchCon EU. I was the only one in my. This was 5 years ago. I was the only one in my friend group who was, or one of 3 people in my friend group who was US based. Everybody else lived in pretty much Stockholm or Berlin. And TwitchCon EU was in Berlin. So everybody, the other 2 people who were US based have family out there, so they got to go. And I was the only one who couldn't make it. And so we were all regulars in various Twitch chats. We all sort of migrated chat to chat with each other. And I was the only one who couldn't go. And everybody was really upset about this. So they literally, without telling me, took a selfie I had posted in one of our Discords. And they printed out my face and
Whoa.
taped it to a ruler so that they could hold it up in group photos and I would still be there. So next time we'll do that for you, Cardinal.
Yeah, where's my printed face? Come on.
We'll print out masks of your face so we can take group pictures and it's just all Cardinal.
I wouldn't want to do a
Go
flick
well,
down on
right?
anybody.
There is a dog somewhere. Also, Toshi's here.
No way, she is. Hey, Toshi.
Toshi, come on.
Where
Bringing her up.
I'm not co-host or I'd be harassing you already.
I'm bringing her up. It's all good.
Okay, good.
There we go.
Hi.
While we're waiting for... There we go.
Happy Sunday,
Hello.
everybody. Or
Happy
Monday,
Sunday.
if you're in the future, like all the Australians. How's everyone doing?
Good day.
Tired and I miss you.
I just had to check in. I love a Sunday LITE show.
Yeah, chilled vibes.
Very...
Actually, speaking of vibes, you picked up a crypto the other day.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so many vibes. That was
Yeah.
an excellent moment. Well, because I had been thinking the whole morning too. I had kind of been watching it the day before, just those little cute cryptos on the floor. That's why it's like I think in that clip, like I like look at my sticker on my phone and you just like see the moment happen where I realize like, oh shit, I wanted to do this.
Yeah, it's like a really cool video.
I'm really excited, and like they're a great community, and I think after seeing like what they did in New York and just how bonded everybody was and excited about proliferating and doing really fun stuff, like it just made sense and stuff too. So I never ever like buy NFTs, and I especially don't buy ones that aren't like nouns sort of type projects. But in my mind, like cryptos is a nouns project. Like it just is, you know, because
We had a crypto on the nouns boat.
I know.
We didn't have a noun.
Yeah.
We had a crypto.
It's so perfect. And it feels so cool. And like to support Gremplin and on-chain art and all that stuff too, like it feels good. It feels right.
Yeah. And they have noggles, right? So they are nounish.
Yes, the Noggles
Exactly.
ones are pretty expensive. They're not on the floor. People are
Tria.
for those ones, but I'll work my way up to like a Noggles one too. Right now they're cute. Hi Akva, by the way.
Hey, hello, how are you? Where are you
Seeing
now?
that cat in the suit. We are just in Los Angeles for 2 weeks before we go to VCon next.
All right. Lots of proliferation there, right?
Yes. And I'm excited about
And
it.
then I'm going to follow you back to New York.
And then, yes, being pulled back to New York. I'm scared, but I didn't come out too bad this time. How's everyone's health these days?
Awful.
Oh, no.
Oh,
See?
Dang.
I got sick after New York, but now I'm good.
Okay, good.
Many people got sick after New York, I think. One of those who got sick was Clem. Clem got sick too.
Yeah, I thought I saw a tweet that said he had gotten COVID. That New York COVID is no joke.
Yeah. Many people
I
got it.
didn't wind up with COVID, but I did get some kind of lingering cough that's still here, which is annoying because I feel fine otherwise. I mentioned to Cardno earlier, I frequently sound like a seal being stabbed to death with a ballpoint pen. So hosting is real fun when you're not sure when your voice is going to die at any
Join
moment.
the Noun Square, where we give you the visuals of a seal being punctured to death with a pen. It's just
Well, no,
guys.
it's not the visuals, it's the audio. Think of the sound that would make.
There's actually a perfect trend. There's a trend happening right now on TikTok that you should totally participate in, but you basically blow all of the air out of your body and then like put your pressure on your throat, and it's supposed to make some weird, unique sound. But I feel like you would have a really good submission for that right now.
That Toshi, you. Yeah.
I'm just saying, this could be your moment that you just go viral, make it happen. We don't ever know how it's gonna happen, but
Oh,
Have
my
a
sweet
snack of
summer
a
child.
Tide Pod while you're at it.
The forbidden gushers, you mean?
Exactly. They're just so attractive, you know.
Oh, Uptoshi, my sweet summer child. I'll,
I just read and I didn't hear what you guys said for the last 10 seconds. I'm sorry about that.
oh, good. No, I was just saying I'll tell you what that trend is about when you're older.
Don't make this weird, okay, Robot Fish Girl?
I'm not. You're the one. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to try. Oh God.
Oh my God! Just calm it all the way down. You're getting worked up. That's when it comes out. That's when it happens. Oh my God. Maybe the show should end. Like, this is scary. Are you gonna be okay?
Why? Because I'm laughing.
Oh, that was a laugh. I was so concerned.
On another note, let's check out the GIF pinned at the top, the DNA noun of the day.
Wait, you're done already?
Nice.
Yeah,
Graphic
Oh
just
my
slide.
God.
Graphic just sliding up there with the old plugs.
Thank you for saving us, Graphic.
Back to our wholesome, kid-friendly show.
Yeah, it looks great. Another excellent
As always.
execution. Yeah.
Are these getting like put anywhere, Graphic? Like, obviously, I know they're going on your timeline, and I've seen them all the time. But are they getting like stored
Yeah,
anywhere?
they're in
Like, that people
Discord
can
on
grab them.
the Talking in GIFs in the TNS Discord. So if you just look up my name, you'll be able to see all of them. And I started
awesome.
saving them to tenor. So if you go to each noun number, say you type in noun 695, not right now for that one, but every other noun from the last 30 days is up now. So I titled it as this is nouns, the number, and then nouns gifs, noun gif, anything like that arrangement. You should be able to find it on your GIF keyboard. Yeah.
Very cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and
I love that it like chases the rainbow. That's so cool.
I've been making them.
That's awesome.
Available on Awardable as well. Token gated by having, I think, the previous noun, multiples of. So I'm actually in the process right now of just creating today's noun Awardable, which I normally just drop in the comments. I'm not trying to create conflict, but definitely have been running them for a few weeks now. So they're available on that platform. I think Ben just went and collected a bunch of my stuff, so we may see some kind of marriage with some tech that he's working on.
That's awesome.
But
do you want to tell people about what Awardable is? Because I feel like some people here might not know.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah, so it's an off-chain, essentially an equivalence to POAP, but it's an easy lift in terms of creation. So once you've collected one, you can then become a creator, and the creation process is really just adding an image, titling it, and then adding your comments, and then it publishes it. But you can use it on multiple different APIs, so it's supported in Telegram and Twitter and Discord, against wallets, and you can, as a holder of that token or badge, mint them on both ETH and then the 5 most common EVM chains, so Optimism, Arbitrum, Avalanche, etc. So as a holder, you can have that, and there's quite a lot of interesting token gating coming up with them. So they're relatively new. I think we're in the neighborhood of, I want to say, only maybe 5,000 badges having been created so far. So it's really early in the game, but I've been having quite a lot of fun with it for the last, I'd say, 6 weeks. Jonathan Arts
That's
Abide in
awesome.
the audience there is magical with them. He's kind of one of the individuals that made me sort of see the light, as it were, because I was a little salty when I couldn't get them, having, you know, not the right token to grab the badge that I wanted. And it kind of, I got a little angry and didn't want to participate. And then when I got a sense of what it's actually all about, I kind of settled down. So it's much like missing a POAP that you're hoping to claim in a space, you know, or like not being able to play the math game because you're neurodivergent, or the, you know, whatever. So it just, I've had a great deal of fun with it, and it's kind of expanding out in a bunch of different directions. So I recommend people check it out, and I should have today's noun as a badge within the next 3 minutes.
That is so cool. I've collected a few of the things that you've made on Awardable, but I had no idea that you could also get them on ETH. That's so cool.
Yeah, so
I had no idea that was a thing.
That's one of
He's not playing.
One of the hiccups that's with it. You have to be posting stuff that you know to be yours, or you have permission, or it's CCO, because the end user isn't necessarily going to know whether you just grab something, right click save something that shouldn't be minted. But you know, all it is then is a mint in that individual's wallet. So I think that's probably the only caveat that comes with it, is ensuring you're creating badges with art that's your own, or that is CC0. Which the nouns
that's
are.
so now I think they're almost always going to be safe then.
Yes, so I've done that with nouns, with UMA, and just some of my own photographs. You know, we created a coin before Pepe jumped off. It's actually called Shitcoin. We also have another coin that we were using with an awardable for UMA, because we had UMA whales in different colorways for UMA, and so we came up with food for whales. So krill is a token or a currency that we came up with, along with plankton and sloppy seals. So you need to collect a certain amount of that to grab the token, which is kind of the fun of awardables too, is you can token gate to whatever number you want. So I try and keep it low to keep people's time consumption down in collecting. I think you can probably collect one token at a time every maybe 2 seconds or something. So if you're needing to collect thousands of tokens to get one, you know, the next badge, it can be a little onerous, but people do it. It's interesting to see, you know, who's willing to put the time in.
All paths today on the show lead back to seals, it seems.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Sloppy seals, eh? Plankton krill. I love it. I love it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. We had fun one night in a room riffing on it, because effectively the UMAs are really simple drawings. If you're not familiar with UMA, it's unidentified mystery animal, and they're part of Prop House. It's an original David Horvath creation, but it's CC0. So NounsDAO got spun up well ahead of the Nouns Builder, and is a token only prop house. So you submit a prop, and if you win, you get an UMA token. Currently, there's only been 1,000 generated, and I think we're somewhere in the neighborhood of the early 200s that have been distributed thus far. So I'm working my way towards being an UMA whale of my own. But it was kind of fun to have a room where we discussed awardables and UMA, and created these badges around the currency of krill initially, and then plankton came thereafter, because we were like, well, let's make it, you know, a sort of a stepping ladder to getting the next token. So that's kind of where we're at. But you know, as with all things,
so much fun.
We've been, I mean, it was great to unpack during the time of like extra high gas, you know, when Pepe first jumped off, or whatever tokens were going. I can't remember what the one that people supported was called, but was it Wojak? something like that. But
I get all of that information from you. How would I know?
okay. I'm pretty sure it was Wojak or some variation on Wojak. And
someone created a honeypot for this. Actually, it was crazy.
Yeah.
He tweeted about it, and someone create like a fake contract. People just buying into the shit coins, and the dev just rug crypto things.
Yeah. So this way it's easy, and there is no harm, no foul when it comes to the currencies that we created on there. But at some point it may actually become a reality. So I'm just pretty stoked on the ability, if someone enjoys the art. So the only caveat with that really is that the file sizes are quite small. So I think it's 4 megabyte upload to create an awardable. So you can't have like massively huge files.
That's not too different from a POAP, so that actually makes sense.
Yeah, but they definitely have all their ducks in a row, and I think the only hiccup that I experienced was when Twitter went and changed the cost of utilizing their API, which is astronomical now, from what I understand. But they sprung for it, so everyone can still use it on Twitter. And effectively, I could token gate a badge to this space and have it only be available to those that were in this space, and while the space is operating. So that's kind of fun too. You can do that as a bit of a loss leader for those of us that are like, have that collecting spirit, I'll say. Addicts.
You can say degens. That's something we're friendly to degens here. It's okay.
Yeah. So degenerates that, just need to have that badge or token. You can gate it to a space to draw them towards it.
Sick.
And there's been all kinds of different mechanics that people have sort of figured out of their own accord.
Well,
they made the most of the platform so far. So,
speaking of gating things to a space, we've been here for almost an hour. I think it's about time we give away a POAP.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So before I do that, please make sure to remember to retweet the room to enter into a chance to win 0.069 ETH, since I will be doing that drawing pretty much as soon as I give away this POAP. So you have a couple minutes until I finish giving away the POAP to retweet the room and collect the POAP. So let's see how well you can multitask. So for anybody who doesn't know, POAP stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol, free NFT that we give away every single day here in the Noun Square. Today is no different. You're going to want to go to poap.xyz, that is poap.xyz, and download the POAP app there on your mobile device. Once you have it downloaded, you are going to tap the mint button in the bottom right-hand corner. Then you are going to tap secret word. And today's secret word is when seal noun. When seal noun. I'll spell that for you. That is WENSEALNOUN. When seal noun. WENSEALNOUN. Hopefully you got that. You've got a fair amount of time to mint that, so don't worry if it takes you a second to get through that game that you have to play for POAP. And sorry, I just had to, because we were talking about seals all space. And I feel like that's my fault, but you know what? I'm gonna just roll with it. And now I'm going to do a Twitter picker, so I hope you have to speak to the room.
And we've got Josh come up on stage as well, so you might have something to say about today's Nomo.
Oh, sweet. Joshua Fisher, I wasn't sure if we could mint a shark without you, but we got one.
Yeah, I got a call from Swim Shady. He said you got to get on Spaces and go get that Nomo.
Gradient waters run deep.
It's very nice.
I'm just upset that this didn't show up when we actually played FOMO. I would have minted it immediately.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I'm happy with the noun that we got, though.
The touch glass glasses? Touch glass glasses?
You touch grass glasses? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The touch grasses, if you will. God, I'm turning into Cody. You know, I've spent too much time around Toady when I start making terrible puns. Anyway, I have got a retweet picker winner, assuming they are here. Familiar name. I'm pretty sure they have won something before, but I'm not seeing them in the audience.
Awkward.
Okay, so... Oh, wait. Yeah, there they are. I'm blind. They're right there. All right, so the winner of the 0.069 ETH is... Evie, or Evie, one of the two, at EVVI2222. A regular in the space.
Congratulations.
Has been here a few times before. More than a few times, really. I clicked that ages ago, and I don't know why it just played now. And yeah, all right, congratulations. Our contest team will be in touch to get your wallet if we don't already have it, which I'm pretty sure we do. But if not, you know the drill. We'll send you a message from this clock account, and you will get yours 0.069 ETH as soon as we send that up. All right, what else did we have to do today? There was the Nomo draw. We did the retweet picker. We gave away a POAP. If you didn't get the POAP, the word is when seal noun. That is WENSEALNOUN. You've still got a little bit of time to get that.
Have we given a shout out to Arash in the video game prop?
No, but that's only because I haven't read it yet.
It looks sweet.
I want to see which noun is it, or which prop is it? Sorry.
Not sure about the number, but the game looks super fun.
Yeah, the title is pretty.
Yeah,
it does look. I remember seeing the video of like them going through like all the levels, and I would like give me like Mario 64 vibes for those who are of that age. And it was one where it was like a bowling thing where they were like the bowling ball was like hitting into, or skittles, whatever you want to call it, was like hitting into nouns and like bouncing off. It was just
I just posted a tweet about it. It's let's see, what prop is it?
Oh, this looks so much fun.
Yeah,
everyone in the audience needs to go to the pin tweet and click and watch the video and retweet it and get it out there, because it just needs to be like on people's timelines.
totally.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of things that we need to promote, we've got something going on in just a couple hours today, don't we?
A little something on YouTube?
Yes.
A little something on YouTube. I'm looking for the tweet now to pin it up.
Say more.
There, it's right there. We've got Jack Wild going to be on the Noun Square YouTube live at 7 p.m. EST. That's in a little over 2 hours. I'm pinning up the tweet all about it. And he's going to be doing the One Chip Challenge in celebration of 2K views on his video contest submission on our channel.
That's fantastic. I heard he was going to go over all the other entries as well, or I believe that was the case.
Yeah, I think he's gonna like do like a watch party on his, do the one chip challenge, and then while he's in like a state of like pain, like go through the other videos. So it should be pretty funny.
I'm excited to see this.
Reviewing while his eyes are tearing up, but it'll be good.
The one chip challenge is, and forgive me if I'm wrong about this, as far as I know, he's eating a ridiculously spicy chip, basically.
Yeah. I think it's like different variations of the competition. Like you can get like different versions from different like companies or whatever, but yeah, essentially it's one mouthful something very hot.
Picture a Hot Ones watch party, and you'll have some idea of the kind of torture you're going to get to watch him go through.
Yeah, Nounish Hot Ones.
Oh God, when Nounish Hot Ones prop? Let's do it. JD, where are you? No, yeah, this is it's going to be fun. I'm excited. I'll be there. I'll be in the audience. Hopefully, some of y'all will be in chat too. Let's make it an event. What else did we have to go over? There was that. There was Arash's prop, which I need to read through. I scrolled through it and it looks gorgeous.
Have we got any competitions running in a minute?
We do. Thank you for reminding me. We've got the AI, the Nouns AI competition going on. So speaking of YouTube, we have, you know how on a YouTube, just like on a Twitter, there's the banner at the top of the YouTube channel. Ours is kind of lackluster at the moment. It's just a giant subscribe button. So we have a competition right now. And I'm looking for the tweet to pin up.
I've just pinned it out for you.
You got it? All right, great. For Nouns AI, to use the Nouns AI to create a YouTube banner for the Noun Square. So you can use the edit tool. You can start from scratch, whatever you want. And the top 5 will get 0.069 ETH. And the number 1 winner will be on our YouTube. You will be part of the Noun Square branding.
And so there's a couple things.
Put it on your resume.
There's a couple things that I think are important about this. YouTube has interesting like specs because of the fact that you can go like on TV screens and on mobile, and it's like on all these different places. And so they do have kind of a weird formatting because only the very center of the image is what actually like is the quote unquote safe space for those that aren't like doing graphic design and don't work in like print media and stuff. Like there's typically like a safe space that you can design within that will be visible everywhere versus the size of the actual art that is sometimes larger. So in this case, it's actually pretty big. And we did add a template to that tweet, so you can find the template there. But the safe space is in the center line. That's where the text and those type of things can go. So, make sure to pay attention to that. And the other thing that's kind of cool, and like you can see it a bit in the contest flyer itself with the Nouns AI tool, is that you can start with something that's, really simple, black and white. So like for me, like I made this image. I went into Canva and I, wrote subscribe to the Noun Square in like a, black font. And then I just exported that sheet and then I put it into the AI edit tool. So you go to nounsai.wtf, you click the edit tab, and then I just typed the prompt, make it out of clay. And then that's what came up. So it's really interesting stuff that you can start with like this really simple outlines. You can start with like a sketch, and then you can bring it into the AI tool and ask it to turn it into, clay, or turn it into sushi, or turn it into, some other weird thing. And it's really fun. So looking forward to seeing everybody's submissions. So thank you.
That is awesome. I actually was not fully aware of how that worked, and that is so cool. Because yeah, YouTube's guidelines are a little wonky. They do make for some cool effects, though. If you line things up well, then you can make it so that people who are watching on a TV, for instance, will see pretty much completely different art than people who are pulling it up on a phone, even though it's the same image. They're just seeing a different part of it.
Right.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So looking forward to seeing everybody's submissions.
Awesome. All right. That is everything I have. We've talked about the contest. We've given away all of the things we were going to give away. Was there anything else on the list that we haven't covered?
No, I think we've done pretty well there. We've got through the list and more.
Just
Awesome.
the schedule, I guess.
All that we have remaining today is the Daily Drop of That's Gnarly at 10:30 p.m. EST. And obviously, of course, also the live show on YouTube at 7 p.m. EST. Again, that is in just over 2 hours. Tomorrow morning, there is the NounsDAO soapbox at 10 a.m. EST. That is United Nations Nouns, all about that. At 1:30 p.m. EST, there's Bora Buildar Brasil, his Portuguese language space. Akbar, are you going to be there for that? He might be AFK. All right. Then tomorrow is a little bit weird. We're not going to have the Nouns Museum or Nouns Esports because 9 o'clock is happening smack dab in the middle of both of them. So both of those will be returning next week, but we have 9 o'clock at 4 p.m. EST with Will Papper from Syndicate DAO is going to be our guest tomorrow. I don't recall if Lil Nouns that's happening tomorrow, right?
Yep, we are on tomorrow. We've got JD's coming on the second half because he's going to speak about his prop before the voting's finished at around, I think it's about an hour after our show. So he's just going to speak to the Little Nouns community to pull over any last votes on the snapshot if needed. And our main guest is Pinder Van Arman, who's an artist who's recently released Bite Cans. And I think he's one of the people who did the first ever Nouns derivative project as well. So he's pretty like OG artist, pretty big in the space. So we're going to look forward to speaking to him.
You get the coolest guests on that show.
It's easier when you've got a set time.
It is. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that set time?
Oh yeah, that would help. 6 p.m. EST tomorrow.
Awesome. So that is in just 25 hours. And then once again, just like every day, the Daily Drop of That's Gnarly at 10:30 p.m. EST. And that is our schedule through tomorrow, possibly subject to change. I know there's some schedule weirdness going on right now because of where 9 o'clock is, but stay tuned and all of that will be updated if you just follow the clock account at the Noun Square. You'll stay abreast of everything that we're doing. On that note, I want to go eat something because I haven't done that today and it's 5 p.m.
Well, we've just gone over the hour anyway, so, these light shows, we like to try and keep it to an hour, so I think we've done pretty well.
I think we have to. All right, so thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm going to play us out with a cappella group I listened to when I was a kid because I feel like it. And we'll see you all tomorrow or tonight.
See ya. Thanks,
at the Noun
everyone.
Square.
Later.
I've lived inside. It's been a hot, very straight until the girl blinded me inside. It's poetry in motion. Turn my tether eyes to green. As deep as any ocean. As sweet as any harmony. She blinded me with fire. She blinded me with fire. And felt the analogy.